Hello. Uh, this is my video for theology class. This is a 5-minute video of what I really learned and took away from the class. So one thing I really wanted to let you guys know is, or to let you know, Shane, was I really took away the meaning of theology, and it's the study of God, just like it says at the beginning of the book. Like, what exactly is theology? Well, if you break it down, it's theo and logi, which is the study of God, or theo is God, and ology is study. And so I really like breaking that down throughout this entire course and what that actually means. I remember had us make a list of everything we knew about God, and I could only jot down like half a page. But when you had us pull aside things that like verses, and you had us write 10 things down, I felt like I could just keep on writing for days because I learned so much about God through those passages. And that even gets me to my second quote. The only way we could really learn about God is through divine revelation. That was something completely new to me. I thought people who were more educated in the Bible knew more about God, and therefore, like, I could have, like, I just basically thought the more you know mentally, the more you are able to know God in all the other aspects. But unless He reveals Himself to you, you cannot see Him for all that He is. Um, so breaking down the idea of I just got a message. Breaking down the idea of theology, I really began to understand the three main things of theology, which is understanding who God is, understanding who I am, and then understanding how we relate. I know there's a whole lot more to unpack, but those are the three main things to support like the idea of theology is a study of God, but God, in a sense, like like my prior understanding of it was God, who is this perfect being, needs us to pursue Him. Therefore, like the relationship of us pursuing God is completely up to us because God does not, um, would not cater to somebody not pursuing Him. Um, so having the idea of like the study of theology is basically God's divine revelation was absolutely, absolutely huge. Um, I have the direct quote here. The next chapter, the present one can say that God is known through divine revelation. Having the knowledge of God being known through divine revelation was incredibly huge for me, just because I thought you had to work. I still struggle with thinking that you have to work to earn God's like love. Not only that, but like to learn more about God, you would have to work. When in reality, it's divine revelation. Not saying that you shouldn't read your Bible because that's straight up stupid. So that was my prior understanding of it. Was that prior to taking this course, I really doubled down on the knowledge of who God is, when in reality, I should have been looking for the revelation of who God is, which is through Scripture and all that. Like even in the Council of Nicaea, when they decided, honestly, I loved learning about the councils because I love history. I'm even wearing a cardigan to add to that fact. So in the Council of Nicaea, they reflected on Arianism, not Arianism, but Arianism, uh, to show that Jesus was not just a good man, but that he was also God, and that in complete humanity and complete divinity, that he came together to die for us was again really huge. We can kind of skip over those minute details in our minds, but to really buckle down on them in this theology class was something that really shapes my relationship with God now, and will for my kids, because I'm going to teach my kids literally everything I learned in this class because it's awesome. And honestly, the main my main takeaway and my main application from this class and regarding theology and how to study God is honestly, I don't read my Bible daily because I always thought that was like a waste of time for me. I'm not a good reader. Um, but if God is spoken through divine revelation and the Bible is the divine revelation, then like we totally should. Every person should. Simply because that if that's the way God speaks to us, not everybody has a Bible. We should pay avid attention to that. Thank you, Shane, for all that you do. All right, 5 minutes up. Deuces.